what we need to do is we need to just check whether a given number is a perfect number or not. How to do that? Perfect number is the number which is having, if I show you the example of perfect number, so 6 is what? It is having these many factors, and if you add all the factors excluding the number, the sum is always equivalent to the number itself. So excluding the number, I'm telling, because the number itself is the factor of the number. So here, what you have to do, you have to exclude that. Okay. And now I'm just going to show you the code for that. So for factor, what to do is, we have got the variable f for the sum, and since we have to exclude the number itself, that's why we need to write this less than num, and the loop will not go up to num. And if I is a factor, we have to add the factor. So like this we have to do. And after that, what to do is, we have to check if the number and the sum, which is f, if the number and the sum match, the number is perfect. Else the number is not perfect. So I hope you people have understood this also. So what we need to do is, just we need to check. We need to just check if whether a number is a perfect number or not. So the number is perfect, and here if it is 25, that is okay. You have different examples, that is fine. But I hope it's clear, children. Okay. Now, one more question I am giving you, and you people have to attempt that question. So, children, write a program to input n numbers and positive integers, and count the frequency of odd and even numbers separately, and also you have to find the smallest number among all the numbers entered. So please try that. Hurry up. I'm giving you 5 minutes. I need only the code. Please try. Yes. So please try this code. Any query, children? If any problem, then please tell. You need to input n positive integers, and that n positive integer is actually a limit, and it tells us how many numbers you want to input. Any problem with this question, children? I hope you all have understood the question. You all have understood the question or not? Please tell. Dear children, please respond. Yes, anybody has finished? If yes, then please tell. Okay, Divyansh. You have taken the limit, very good. You have entered the number, very good. Else, it's okay. Minimum is more than n. Or I is equals to 1. Good, beta. Very good. Very good logic, Divyansh. Yes, anybody else? Children, earlier I told you that when you have n numbers, when you have n numbers and when you input the very first number in that series, the first number you need to consider as the minimum. Because when you have only one number, that is only the minimum. Comparison will start only when you have two values. So comparison will start when you start entering two numbers with the second number. I hope it is clear, children. Anybody else? Okay, Yashvardhan Walia. Uh, Beta Yashvardhan, your code is no. What you are doing exactly? It is you started the loop from 0. And what is number within bracket? I sorry. I think Yashvardhan, the question is even not clear with you. The question is we have to input n positive integers and count the frequency of odd and even numbers separately, and also you have to find the smallest number among all the numbers entered. This is the question. Yes, children, anybody? Rajveer Singh, Ishan Bose, Ujjwal Pandit. Yes, this is the question, child. Children, today I will be providing you some questions for your practice on your GCR after the class. Okay, so children, I am just going to do this question. Khushali Singh, you have attempted. Very good. Let me see that. It is going up to this. This code is okay, Khushali, but it is the exact copy of what the previous child has done. Okay, now the question children, I'm just going to do this question for you. So n positive integers we are talking about. So here one variable we need for the limit, which is n, and one more variable we need, that is for the number, and along with we want a variable frequency for even, and here we want a variable frequency for odd, and along with we want a variable for the minimum. These many variables are needed. So this scanner SS, new scanner, system.in, enter limit, and that limit is n. And now you need to start a loop for n numbers, so that will go from 1 to n, I plus plus. And here what to do is enter number, and that is num. So we have entered 10 numbers. Children, remember one thing. I told you earlier that here I am just going to use ternary operator for the finding the smallest. So I am using if I is 1 means what? If I is 1, then that num will be considered as minimum, but if not, then what to do? Math.min, min comma that number. So children, this code will return the smallest among all. If first time you input, that this number will become the minimum, but if not, if it is not the first time, the smaller will come. So any problem with this code, children? And here what to do? If num mod 2 is 0, then the frequency of even plus plus, and if num mod 2 is 1 means if it is odd, then frequency of odd plus plus. This is what to do. So here you have to just give some messages. The smallest number is, that is minimum, and here frequency of odd positive integers, so that is frequency of odd, and here the frequency of even positive integers, which is and that is frequency of even. So children, this is what we have done. So this code goes like this. Okay, so let us execute this. 10 positive numbers we are talking about. So that is 6, 7, 45, 32, 23, 67, 87, 98, 48, 12. So you can see that the frequency of odd positive integers is 5 and the frequency of even positive integers is 5, and the value which is the smallest you have entered, you can see that here till now it is 6. So that's why the answer is 6. I hope it is clear. Any doubt, children? Then please tell. I don't think that there is any issue with this line. So this line simply tells us if you have entered the first number first time, so that will be the minimum, but if not, then the previously considered minimum value will get compared with the current value of the number, and whosoever is minimum will get initialized, will get filled within this variable min. This is what we are doing, and here we are just counting the frequency of even and odd separately. So children, any doubt, any problem, please tell. If you have any doubt, okay. We cannot start, we can start from 0. This is not the issue, but in that case, it will go from 0 to less than n, because you have to input only n numbers. So if you starting from 1, the loop will go up to n, but if you starting from 0, the loop will go less than n. Any doubt? Okay. Now children, one more question I am giving you, and that question is input n integers and count the frequency of single digit numbers, double digit numbers, and multiple digit numbers. So please count. Please attempt this question. Okay, I will post. So please attempt this question. I will be posting the code on GCR, don't worry. But till now, please attempt this question. Children, I have posted that on GCR. And in the meantime, I'm just providing you the link for the attendance. So in the chat box. So please mark your attendance also. And after that, attempt that question which I have given you. So all of you, please mark your attendance. Okay. So if any doubt, then please tell. Which question, beta? Just now. Okay, this is the question. This is the question you have to attempt just now. Hardly it will take 2 or 3 minutes. And for assignment, I will be sharing a list of few questions for your practice before the second term. Today only on GCR. So one PDF file I will be sharing with you. So please attempt now. And all of you, please mark your attendance. Nobody will leave the session without marking your attendance. Child, for loop is entry control loop. There are two type of loops. One is entry control loop and another is exit control loop. Entry control loop is the loop in which the condition is tested before the entry of the control within the body of the loop. It is tested before. So for loop is entry control loop. Any other issue? Any other problem? Anybody who has attempted this question? Hurry up, please. I will talk to you, Yashwardhan, later on. Okay. Divyansh Chaudhary. Divyansh, your code is excellent, beta. Divyansh, your code is okay. Very good. And Gaurav, your code is also okay. Uh, yes, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else, please show me the code. Yes. What? Yes, beta, what happened? Oh, where in the chat box? So post in the chat box, na beta. Post in the chat box. Okay, Kushali. Okay, beta, here what you have done, frequency of that. It's okay, it's correct. It's correct, Kushali. Anybody else? Ritvik Singh, Rajveer. Aviral Pandey, Akshat Pandey, Janya Jaiswal. Beta, please share the code. Aditya Jain, Tanya Singh. Aditya Jain, your code is okay. Your code is okay, Aditya. And Tanya Singh, your code is okay. Gaurav Srivastav, sir, this program can break if we don't find the absolute. Uh, Gaurav Srivastav, the question was input and positive integers. So no need to convert these values from negative to positive because it is understood that these are positive integers. Okay, anybody else? Janya Jaiswal beta, Ritvik Singh, Zafar, Matri Gupta. Any problem? You people are not responding. For loop is clear or not? Janya Jaiswal. That I will explain. Yes, it will take only 1 minute for me to explain. I will tell you. Zafar, beta, will you please share the code? Tavishi Jain. Okay. So, children, for just counting the frequency of single digit, double, and multiple, we need to have one variable single, and here we have uh, double digit. We have this variable, and we have this variable MULT for that, and now we have already entered this number within this. So now we have to check the condition. If number is less than 10, so it is a single plus plus, and else if number is less than, if the number is less than 100, then it is a double digit. If number is less than 100, then it is double digit, and here else it is multiple digits. So this is the question, and here you need to just print. So the message is single is this one, and here double is this one, and here it is multiple, which is this one. So it was required from you children, and I hope most of you children have done this. Suppose we enter 4 numbers only. All numbers which we have entered are of single digits. I don't think that anybody is having any problem. So children, it is already late and you will have the next class scheduled, so I think I should explain that empty loop in the next class. Okay. Okay, so here I hope that most of you have filled the attendance. So those who have filled the attendance, please leave the session, and those who have still not filled, please fill it and then leave the session. Thank you, beta.